All right guys, Papa Pepper back once again at the Abundant Harvest Homestead. Today, I've got that chainsaw my buddy lent me. Well, he's working on mine ready. And a neighbor's got a couple of his ready because he's got something that is out in the woods on somebody's property that he's been asking if he could have for years. And for years, the guy has kept telling him no. But all of a sudden he gave him the green light to go out in the woods and get this thing. The problem is it's got trees growing up around it, growing up through it. It's all sorts of stuff. So our job today is going to be freeing it up. Just taking a lot of the stuff that's containing it, that's got it pinned in there and caged in there really, removing that out of the way, and then hopefully getting it to the point where he's able to head over there and get it out. And while he still has a green light, to be able to take this crazy cool thing he's got some great plans for and get it out of those woods onto his property, onto his, into his possession, and be able to work on it. So when I saw the photos of this, I was like, wow. And then, when he explained that this guy is like 85 years old, he's got all sorts of interesting stuff, but a lot of it is just locked in the woods really. And for some reason, for years, he's just not wanted to let it go. But it's come time apparently to pass it on to a following generation. Came time where, when it still exists, he's willing to pass it on to this kid. And I'm excited to see what this guy's gonna do with it too. So cool thing is I get to be involved with it. I get to come on out and help. So let's go. Do you think a vehicle will do it, or you're gonna need a tractor?
I think a vehicle. But we could haul.
All right guys, we're here. This truck is locked in a number of ways. This tree is gonna cause the biggest problem, so I think we're gonna deal with it last. You can see it's pretty much locked in place. I'd say over and under. Once we're through it, just leave that log there with the truck till we get it off site. Heading through here, the plan of exit is going to be through there, in between that vehicle, and there's a car over there. Clear out all those cedars, cut this stuff up, and then get this one and that one off the bumper. Once we do that, this guy should be free. I think they're planning on trying to restore this, put it on a Crown Vic body. Should be really cool, but we're going to clear all this out, I guess, so I will get this party started. Looks like I'm cleaning up crew now too. We'll get these pulled out of here and keep going, but progress. So just a couple of cool things quickly. When this truck was parked up here, this was just an open hill. It was just a field. So that lets you know a little bit about how long it's been sitting here. I've got a path started. Trying to cut these down low enough where there's not really much of a stump to deal with, something you can drive over easily. I'm not sure if they're planning on pulling this out with a tractor or with the vehicle at this point, but then also a lot of the ground here, a lot of the soil is a high rock consistency. See all the rocks down there, right? So if you hit a couple of those, your blade's gonna dull a lot quicker. So I don't want that. But for me, I mean, if I was a car guy, I'd love this place. It's still cool to look at, even though I don't really know much about old cars. But you know, I got this Ford here. This one's just kind of really cool. Check this out. Pontiac, right? And then it's got that face on the front of the airplane looking thing. I don't know, but this guy here, if it can taste the open road again, you know how cool that's gonna be? Man, we'll see. So I'll keep working here and we'll see if we can get a spot cleared between those two. It looks a lot better already, but we got a ways to go. So we mostly got the path cleared, got all those cedars out of the way. I'll show you that in a minute, but we had to take this big tree out of the way to get it out the gate. But check this out, I found something really cool inside this log. Where are they? Oh, they're wiggling in there. There's actually a hornet nest in here. So the perfect time of year to run into it. I don't know if you can see them right in center stage. There's little like paper wasps, or are they red wasps? Down in there, they're moving around everywhere. So I don't know if this was like their hole to get into their nest, but it might be interesting to see what's inside here. I think I see one in there. You guys see that movement? There you go. Wow, that's crazy. So a lot of good progress so far. Check this out. It looks like a whole different area. The tree in the back is going to be the big one. That's holding it from being free. But these front ones are gone. And look at this now. It has such a nice path out of here compared to what we started with. A lot of that stuff's trimmed off really low, and then dragging those cedars out of here too. Just kind of like brushed it almost. So then the big deal will be getting some of this tree with the hornet nesting out of the way so we can get to that gate. And we could almost pretty much, I think, back a trailer right up here. So that worked really well too. We just kind of took out a bunch of stuff. I think these 3 cedars can stay, but if they were gone, this place would be like a parking lot. It'd be so open. So a little more work to do, but this thing is ready for the open road, almost. And all of this work, guys, is probably gonna be comparable to how much work we're gonna have to spend on this one, because that is quite a big tree.
Yeah, what has it been, like an hour and a half?
Something like that.
More like an hour.
So that's gonna be the trick, because it's leaning over these vehicles. Let's see if I can get a better shot and then show you the size too. If I show you the size next to my hand, remember my hand's wearing a glove, so that's even bigger now. But that tree is just leaning right over these guys. Sharp angle. Boy, you can see it though. Hit the gas pedal. Is there a gas pedal in there?
Yeah, with the clutch.
What in the wow?
Oh, look, this one's smooth. If I can get in here. Here.
Yeah, just hit the gas and see if you go.
Oh no, that's the brake. Take that back, guys. Here.
Oh, well, it was floored. It tried to get out of here before.
Whoops.
Boy, this almost looks as bad as my truck. The seat up here.
What is that, a bullet hole?
I don't know, I was wondering about that.
This is how you hold it, your belt. And catch the door, just drug it, I believe.
Wow. We'll use a trailer.
We can replace plenty of bicycles.
So those couple ones are gone now?
Plenty of bicycle parts back here.
And you might want to look around, there's a lot of...
Look at that, I wish my
vehicles.
car looked like a giraffe. They used to put those on top of them, I guess.
Oh, tires? It's in Arkansas, what do you say?
Yeah. They use those instead of nails to hold roofs on buildings around here. Or hold your hood down. Man, look at this thing.
This one doesn't have a motor or transmission.
Look at that. This guy's like a 4-star general or something. Or a 4-bird. That's, wow. These days they'd put one and it'd be made of plastic.
Yeah.
And it'd be like somewhere else.
These are stainless steel.
Wow. 4 birds on each side plus a giraffe horn. So at times like this, I wish my mind was just a little bit bigger because it doesn't seem like there's enough to like wrap around the entire way of getting this project done. Looking at this one here, I mean, look at how in there this tree is. See that? I mean, it's entombed, it's encased. So we'll cut it off down here, cut it off up here, and this wood will come with the truck when it gets pulled out of here. But it's leaning so hard and there's so much of it up there. So I'm thinking of just limbing it all the way up as I climb, having 18 inches of 2 feet worth left to stand on, and taking the stuff off, and then, I don't know, cutting it, lowering it down by ropes, stuff like that. We got a ladder if you can hear that. But look at this guy too. See, it's like all these are just locked in place. The passenger rear. Got a tree here, passenger rear of that one. Tree here, passenger rear of that one. Where's this one going?
Passenger rear of this one.
This one's not quite as bad, but it's a passenger rear. I mean, you see it's pretty well in there.
It's kind of wrong around here.
There's one. There's one of a pickup truck. He's going through the bed. You know, he's got a little bit of gap.
Yeah.
Up on the main line.
Well, I guess it's not as bad as this one. Boy.
Look at this real quick.
Wow.
This might be bolted in. Why is there? I saw this one. No, this one's not bolted in. But he has another one that's bolted in with the hubs, and then it's got about our axle going back. I don't know what. If he had a project.
Wow. Pretty interesting. Look at that. That is a lowrider. It's like getting swallowed up by the earth.
Impella SS Super Sport, I believe.
Wrap it up in between some big trees nearby.
So I really don't know if we've got what we need to do this right and do this safely. Got a couple of straps, got the chainsaw, got a ladder. But some of these branches are so long and so heavy, they're right over the truck, just like the rest of the tree. So we were looking at maybe, rather than having to cut this tree off because it's got a hard lean over here, what if we just unbolted the bumper?
These two?
And maybe let it, oh yeah, down in there.
Yep.
Yeah, unbolted the bumper, and maybe this would pull away, but then we noticed on this side, you got one of these. See that? Which means the tree is like here. And as we came over to evaluate, we realized that's exactly what this is. So you wouldn't really be pulling out of there. Man, I'll tell you what, I still think it'll be worth it. We just gotta figure it out.
Hey, you don't get to do this kind of stuff every day.
Yeah, really. That side, you can see the bar goes up right there. I don't think that's coming out.
Well, guys, we got a friend who's done a lot of tree stuff for a lot of years. So I gotta see if they can't get with him, maybe have him come out tomorrow and check it out. But tell you what, neighbor kid asked, hey, can you help today? So I told him I had a couple hours. He only had a couple hours anyway. Come on out, give it a try. And I'm really impressed with what we got done. That one tree is really the only issue, and then it's just getting it loaded. But right now, you can pretty much drive right back in there, or drive up and back a trailer in there. This should be pretty good. So I will see what becomes of this. Just wanted to kind of take you guys along for the ride. Seeing all those old cars and stuff like that's pretty cool. I'll roll some footage and pictures for the outro, but see what you guys think, and let me know if you like this video. A little different than what I normally do, but it's just random life stuff, and as people ask for help or different things, I like to come along and, if I'm able to, give you guys a little glimpse of it. We'll see you next time. Papa out.